A century of memories, a life through history. These memories were created on impulse because of my beloved children, who told me, "Daddy, we don't know much about you." That's when I realized that they were right, so I began remembering and developing them. From the year 1911, I walked a disruptive road for almost the entire 20th century. As a child, I lived partly through memories of my parents and relatives, the fate of Czech coal miners in Perini. In the year 1915, Zeppelins flew on top of my head to bomb London and the first German military airplanes Taube. In 1918, I saw the retreat of the German army through the Rhine and the arrival of the occupying Belgian army. I witnessed the fall of the Austro-Hungarian monarchy. The first years of the newborn Czechoslovakia, I lived at the mining North Bohemian border. Growing up, I had the opportunity to see post-war France a little bit and later North America. I experienced Munich, the occupation of Sudetenland, northern Czechia, by the German army. I was a witness to the rise and fall of the first Slovak state. I miraculously survived the bombing of the plant in which I worked. Again, I witnessed the withdrawal of German troops and the arrival of the victorious Russian army and the East Czechoslovakian army. I spent the most productive years of my life renewing and building a plant for the production of fuels and oil from coal in northern Bohemia and from oil in Slovakia. As a university professor, I educated in Slovakia dozens of fuel engineers and petrochemists able to handle the problems of this industry. In 1945, there were only 3 of us in Slovakia. By the end of 1980, about 500. I witnessed more than 70 years of fiercely intertwining capitalism with socialism in their changing forms and times, which led to the complete defeat of the form of socialism given to it by one of the victors of World War II, Stalin, the incredible demise of the Soviet Union, the Third Empire in my life, and the Yugoslavia I liked. I hope that I will not experience, while I am still alive, the disintegration of Czechoslovakia and the devaluation of my work, which I devoted here as a Czechoslovak to the Republic and as a Czech to Slovakia. And I hope that the young generation will not take part in some new destructive world ignition. I wish them a life of dignity,